Hi children, welcome to a slice of knowledge. Children, in previous video you learnt examples for refraction, refractive index and relative refractive index. And in this video, let me discuss some more topics. First one is Snell's law. This is your lab activity. This Snell's law was derived by Wilbert Snell and the formula is N1 sin I is equal to N2 sin R. Aim for this lab activity is obtaining a relation between angle of incidence and angle of refraction. Materials required are a Planck, white chart, protractor, scale, small black painted Planck, a semicircular glass disc of thickness nearly 2 centimeters, pencil and laser light. Next, procedure. Take a wooden plank which is covered with white chart. Draw two perpendicular lines passing through the middle of the paper. Mark one line as mm and another line as nn, which is normal to the line mm. Point of intersection is O. Next, draw a circle and mark angles from 0 to 90 in 4 quarters of the circle by using a circular protractor. Now, place a semicircular glass disc so that its diameter coincides with the line mm. Its center coincides with the point O. Children, can you guess how many media are there here? Yes, two media are there. What are they? Air and glass. Here, air acts as a rarer medium and glass disc acts as a denser medium. And the horizontal line mm is the interface between air and glass and nn is the normal line. Here, the light ray is traveling from air to glass. So, here air acts as first medium and glass disc acts as second medium. Angle I be the angle of incidence and angle R be the angle of refraction. Point a laser light along NN in such a way that the light propagates from air to glass through the interface at O and observe the path of laser light coming from other side of the disc. Children, have you observed any deviation here? No. A light ray, when it falls perpendicular to one side of the slab surface, it comes out without any deviation. Send laser light along a line which makes 10 degrees with NN and see that it passes through point O. Measure its corresponding angle of refraction. At 10 degrees angle of incidence, the angle of refraction is 6.5 degrees. Next, take angle of incidence as 20 degrees and measure the corresponding angle of refraction. At 20 degrees, angle of refraction is 13 degrees. So, angle of I is 20 degrees and angle of R is 13 degrees. Next, consider angle of incidence as 30 degrees. At 30 degrees, angle of refraction is 19 degrees. So, angle I is 30 degrees and angle R is 19 degrees. Next, send laser light along a line which makes 40 degrees angle with NN and measure its corresponding angle of refraction. At angle 40 degrees, the angle of refraction is 25 degrees. So, angle I 40 degrees, angle R 25 degrees. Next, consider angle of incidences as 50 degrees and 60 degrees respectively. Corresponding angle of reflections are 30.5 degrees at 50 degrees and 35 degrees at 60 degrees. We have some values of incident and refracted angles and convert these angles into sine values by using sine table or scientific calculator. In first case, Angle of incidence is 10 degrees and angle of refraction is 6.5 degrees. Now find the sine values for these two. They are 0.1736 and 0.1132. Now find out the ratio of sin I and sin R. We get 1.533. In this way, you note down the angle of incident and angle of refraction values. Next, find out the ratio of sin I and sin R. For getting sine values, you will use scientific calculator or sine table. Now, observe the values of sin I by sin R in all cases. Children, in all cases, the value of sin I by sin R is same? Yes, it is nearly 1.5. Finally, we got the ratio sin I by sin R as a constant, and this value is equal to the refractive index of glass. Children, why this ratio equal to refractive index of glass? Because relative refractive index is equal to speed of light in first medium by speed of light in second medium, means V1 by V2, which is equal to sin I by sin R. According to refractive index, sin I by sin R is equal to V1 by V2. Sin I by sin R is equal to N2 by N1. Now, cross multiply the equation. Finally, we get N1 sin I is equal to N2 sin R, which is called as Snell's law. Conclusion. From this experiment, we can conclude that when light ray travels from a rarer medium to a denser medium, the value of R is less than the value of I, and the refracted ray bend towards the normal. Okay children, I hope you learned this experiment perfectly. In next video, let me discuss some more activities, and keep watching my videos like this only, and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching.